This woman was video chatting with her husband when she suddenly hung up the call in a panic. A man had walked into the bathroom. She discovered that her husband, who was supposed to be on a business trip, had come home early. In a state of panic, she rushed home. While driving, her husband kept calling her, but the woman, afraid of being exposed, rejected all his calls. As the woman sat restlessly, her husband sent her a text message telling her that the highway was under maintenance and suggesting she take the back roads home. Passing by a gas station, the woman entered the convenience store to buy some gum, only to discover in horror that there was no clerk on duty. Sensing something was wrong, she left cash on the counter and prepared to leave. Suddenly, she looked up and noticed liquid spilled all over the shelves. She immediately turned around and walked quickly toward the door. The next second, a bullet pierced through her arm, and the woman collapsed to the ground screaming in pain. But she was still within the shooter's range. In terror, the woman called out to her boyfriend, but he was lost in the music he was playing and didn't notice anything unusual. She could only treat her wound first, then carefully crawl toward her phone. Just as she was about to reach it, the gunman once again destroyed her hope. It was like a game of cat and mouse. At that moment, a voice came through the walkie-talkie next to the cash register. She carefully observed the shooter's position, then grabbed a bag of potatoes and threw it into the air to distract the gunman. The woman successfully got hold of the walkie-talkie. Shockingly, the shooter's voice came through it, pronouncing judgment on the woman's actions. She then spotted the power switch and grabbed a battery to strike it, but missed her target. She shifted her focus to the shelves, using them as cover to slowly advance, and successfully managed to turn off the power. At this point, she discovered a store clerk's body and tried to use the nearby phone to call for help. But all the lines had been cut, and taunting voices came through the walkie-talkie. Just then, a man walked into the store. The woman quickly explained the situation to him and told him to leave and call the police. But as the man approached, the woman sensed something was off. Ever since this man had entered, the shooter outside hadn't fired a single shot. She grabbed the walkie-talkie and frantically questioned the gunman, but heard nothing. She suddenly realized that the shooter might be standing right in front of her.